Easter! Happy Easter Bunny to everybody. I hope you're all having a blessed Sunday morning and on this Holy of Days, because I figured I'd pop on and say good morning and happy Easter to everyone and show you a couple of things I've got lately. I don't know if any of you saw my little post of this beautiful little head that I finished. I rooted her hair. But this baby, you see this baby's face? I'm crazy in love with this baby. I did this baby about 2 years ago, maybe three years ago, and I ruined her hair so badly, but she was my very favorite. She was my very favorite sculpt. So much so that I did 2 of her and they both sold, but this face, because of her eyes are purple. And I don't know if the light will catch it for you or not, but her eyes are purple, dark purple. I just love the way they turned out, and I couldn't get rid of her for love nor money. But since I've been working on my rooting skills, I gave her a nice head of hair. Now she looks like a little street urchin. And I just adore her. So now I got to find the best body to go on her, because her original body, I don't like it. So I'm going to give her another body instead. And I'm very excited to do that. My other babies are getting finished. I just found some wonderful brushes off of the TikTok shop, and they're tapered all different ways. So I'm now able to paint after I put my hair on with my Prisma colors and put a coat of varnish over the top of it. I go over it with the brush, and it just turned out really beautiful. I have them over there. I could probably get them for you, but then I'd have to move it, and I don't want to move because this little setup of mine, I have to tear down and put up every single time I want to do one of these things, and I don't have a set place to do my recordings. So this is what you get. So Easter, I got this little girl. She's a replica baby, of course. I haven't quite reborn her all the way, but I did get a cute little Easter dress for her, and I put this on her. And she's a replica sculpt of somebody famous. And forgive me, I don't remember her name, but if you watch, never mind, I was going to tell you if you watch somebody, she has one with white hair, but I can't remember the name of the sculpt. So this cute little baby, as you can tell, she's pretty stiff, because I haven't restuffed her and painted her yet, but I wanted to get a cute little Easter dress. And the Easter dresses that I found from my silicone babies, I didn't want to spend that much money on an Easter dress. I'm pretty much an artist and go to shows, so buying clothes is just a huge expense for me. And I find that a lot of times on Temu or AliExpress, even though the prices are awesome, and I love those kinds of prices, but the neck holes are so big that you see like all this, even if you put a onesie on underneath it, it's still hanging off of them. And I don't know why exactly that is. They do so well with the rest of the clothes pattern is adorable, but the neck is always too big, and it's always falling off the baby. She's got a little cow she's holding here for Easter. It's an Easter cow instead of a rabbit. And on the last video, I told you guys some of the things I was going to be doing. Well, I got one of the brushes that I'm going to be blinging. It's a baby brush. It's a little different than the picture showed, but it still works really good. I'll show it to you. So this little baby brush, the combs are coming. What I'll be doing, look how cute this little brush is. Cost $1. And it's all wood. And it works pretty well. So I'll show you. See, it works. It works just fine. And it works for me as well. So there you have it. So what I'm going to do is bling them. I'm going to bling the back. I'm going to put stickers on them and paint around them and just make them really very, very cute. And the brush works fine. It's very easy. It's not harsh. It's a very nice, easy brush. So I'm going to be doing these and getting them all blinged up and selling them at the show too. I can't wait to do the comb next to it, so it'll have the patterns. And since I have a multiple abundance of different kinds of stickers and things that I can embellish, It'll go either for a boy or a girl, either for a real baby or one of your babies that you collect to put up on a little dresser. It would be a real cute little setup. So that is going with that. The pens are going good. I've been making pens like crazy to get ready. I got 3 shows coming up, and they just go bang, 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 May, June, and July. So I'm trying to get 100 pens under my belt, and then I have another one coming up in October and November. So I figured those will be done. I can bring them out with me everywhere I go, and that should be a good thing. In the meantime, what are you guys making for Easter dinner? Are you cooking? I always cook, so I'm making a ham today and some sweet potatoes, and I'm not going to be able to eat much of it because my teeth are still giving me tons of trouble. But excuse my dogs. I've tried to tell them I was recording, but they don't listen so good to me sometimes. Kind of reminds me of my children at some points in time, and my grandchildren. Sometimes they listen, sometimes not so much. So I'm making a ham and some sweet potatoes. I got some pre-made little cupcakes, and that'll be it. I got 2 of them going to work and 1 of them staying home, and everybody's coming and going at different times. So I'm just going to roast a nice ham, and they could just sit down and eat it as they do. I don't have any other family up here to do a Christmas dinner with or an Easter supper. I don't have any other family up here, so I don't have anybody coming over today. I know my family down in California is getting together, half of them. So I wish you, whoever watches this, I wish you all a very happy Easter. It's been a rough Easter for me because I just passed my son's year since he passed away, and it's been a kind of a emotional couple weeks. But I feel like I'm getting back up and moving forward again. That being said, I got this bag. So you all know I'm making these beautiful pens. I love my pen. She fell right over on me. I love my pens. I really have fun making them. And they're very blingy because I'm kind of a blingy kind of a person. Can you sit up for me for a minute? Or not? Just fall over. Here, let me give you a cow. Hold your Easter cow. Good girl. So they're really blingy. I can show you a couple that I just finished. Ouch. Go behind the wall. Don't mind the man behind the curtain. Oh, hallelujah. These are the pens I've done so far. Open this up here. Let's turn it this way, Deb. You can do it. I really got to get a special studio for these shows. It would be so much easier than these little tight quarters. Here. Strength. Well, these are them. I can't open the box, so I got some. Come here, Deb. You can do it. I know you can. I know you can. But maybe you can't. Just put them over here. Hold on. I did it. I just had to have that little bit of leverage, which I have none. So these are my pens that I've been doing. So they're really quite blingy and pretty. I'll pick up a couple and show it to you. Just a couple. I'll get a purple and a pink and a black and a gold. So here are some of them. Here's a gold one I just finished. Here's a black one. Here's a purple, kind of a fuchsia. Here's a lavender with color. So I've been having a lot of fun doing those, but what I got today was a new bead order. I thought I'd show you so you could too see if you like them. It's a fun little hobby. And I'm enjoying it. I bought all these beautiful beads from a TikTok shop. Her name is Mama Bear Boutique. I love talking to her. She's also in Oregon, and she has really, really good beads. And she is very reasonably priced. Again, you're going to have to go sit in the corner if you keep falling over. Come here. Come sit over here with your friend. There you go. Just me and the rabbit now. Put the rabbit here. I did not reborn that rabbit, just so you know. So It's nice to get a relationship with somebody on a shop that you work with, because when they go live, it's nice to actually talk to somebody rather than just going in and pressing a button and leaving. I'll show you what I got this week. I was waiting for Easter to bring it out and show you, to see who's ever interested. And if you're not interested, I'm showing somebody anyway, so that's okay too. Like I said, when I first started this journey, most of the reason I started doing this is so... Okay. Most of the reason I started doing this was so my grandkids, that when they're older and I'm not doing anything anymore but sitting around, they could go back and look at me and see and hear me talking, and it's kind of a fun thing to leave behind for your kids or your families or your grandkids or whoever might want to look at you. So let's see what I got. I know what the big one is, and I'll open that by itself because they're all beads. So I would really say anybody who's interested in doing crafting that has to do with beads, bracelets, necklaces, pens, go look at her Mama Bear Boutique TikTok. And so I got these pens to decorate. And I got 6 blingers. I got these 6. Oh, these are colors I don't have. That's nice. These 6 blingers. Get my hands out of the way. I'll show them to you. So you just take off the top. You string up your beads any way you want to. Put a lid on. Look how pretty this one is. It really, you can see the difference of the befores and after. They really do jazz up a pen. And then I got 6 of the metals and just colors. And I'm going to do it this way so I have 2 prices to sell. These are pretty. These are fun. And then she also sent me some refills, which I'm thrilled about. And she sent me 2 extenders so I can make the big long ones. And she sent me some additional bling stuff. This is what I can decorate the brush with on the back. So I figure I'll put a sticker on the back here, and then I'll get these little bling beads that have adhesive on the back of them, and I'll be able to bling them all around. And I like this because now that I know she has these, and I have other charms like that I can do it with. Oh, it'll be fun. And then I got this, and I think this is the pen I designed with her, if I'm not mistaken. So what are you all doing today? Do you have family coming over? Are you cooking? Are you going to church? Did you go to church? How was service? It reminds me when my daughter was about 8 years old. We went to a church here in Salem, and they had the big Christmas Christmas. I'm going through the year too fast. They had a big Easter celebration, and it was a big production that they put on. And they had a show, pretty much, with the lights and the smoke machines and showing the resurrection and the man dressed as Jesus to come out from behind a rock. My daughter did not move. She looked so intensely at this show. And I thought she was really just getting into the Word. So after the service, we left, and she looks at me and says, "I can't believe Jesus came down to do that show." I said, "Gian, honey, do you really think Jesus came down to perform at this one church?" and just let all the other churches were also doing shows to have them stop by. And she looked at me, it was one of those light bulb going off in her head. She goes, "Oh, Mom, don't ever tell this story." And I said, "Oh, but I shall. I shall tell this story, and it's a good one." This is the one I designed with Mama Bear. Look at that. This has an extender on it, so it's longer. So if I get many of these and I decide to do these will all go for 20 bucks because there's just so much bling on them. Isn't that pretty? Do I look blinging? I think it's kind of style. Since I don't smoke anymore, you can't have just a, you know, a cool cigarette and fancy nails because that's not good anymore. But back in the day, anyone who was anyone smoked. Now anyone who's no one smokes. How times they do change. So I have this to be cool when writing. That's my bag. And then I got this big bag of beads. Big bag of beads, triple B. Hello, kitty. So my grandson, the little one, he's 5. He's very excited about Easter today. I tried to give up, since we don't go to church, I try to give him little spiritual things just in the days, just to let him know what exactly we're celebrating and the reason we're celebrating it. And I said, this is the day that Jesus went to heaven after they crucified him and he arose again. Well, that was a little too much for him. But he understood the going to heaven because his uncle went, right? So he was always looking up and saying hello to his uncle. So he was talking to me about Jesus going to heaven. And he was asking me questions about, you know, how he got there and trying to break that down into language that a 5-year-old could put into some kind of perspective and understand. I haven't had to do that in a bit because my youngest grandchild from Gabriel is going to be 18. So a lot of my stories have changed over the years. Not the Jesus story, but to put it in perspective that a 5-year-old can understand. Anyway, so after listening to me trying to explain this in a language that he could understand without crying, thinking that he was up on a cross, I don't want him to cry. I want him to get the whole picture. So I try to, you know, people didn't like him, and you know, just kind of, you know what I'm saying. So he looks at me and he goes, "And now, Grandma, he is the boss of heaven." And I said, "And that is correct. He's the boss of everything. So yes, you got it." And for that split second, it took me back to when my Anthony was about 5, and we were having one of our talks like we always did. We talked about everything. He was in the back seat of the car. We were chatting about God. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I just remember the story. So he asked me, he said, my son, Anthony, was very analytical from the time he was born. He's a Libra like me, but he was much more analytical than I ever was. But he started weighing things out and analyzing them from when he first started talking, if you could understand him, because he talked very fast. So he was sitting back there talking to me, asking me, what does God do all day? What is Jesus and God? Are they the same person? Well, one's his son, but they hang out together. Okay. Well, what does Jesus do all day? Does he have a job? Well, his job is pretty much just kind of flying around and kind of looking over everybody to make sure everybody is okay. And because he doesn't have to pay rent. I said, no, he doesn't have to pay rent because, you know, he doesn't. There's no rent in heaven. So he was thinking and sitting back, and I swear to God, it was the same little thinking face that my grandson had yesterday. And he looked at me, he goes, through the rearview mirror, I could see him in the backseat of my car. He goes, I get it. So Jesus kind of owns heaven. So he doesn't have to pay rent. I said, and yes, and that is right. So Jesus went from owning heaven 50 years ago to now being the boss of heaven. And that's how my family perceives this in-depth. I don't know what that is. Anyway, so my little story, it's a cute little story. I just thought I'd share it with you. People share stories all the time. Most of my stories are not very happy endings, so I don't share a lot of them. Look what I got. Oh my. So I got a big bling. I'm making my daughter-in-law, my Anthony's wife. I don't know how to, she's not my ex-daughter-in-law. She just isn't. I don't know how that works. She's still my daughter-in-law. But she loves butterflies, so I bought this. She doesn't watch my videos, so I don't have to worry about her seeing it. But I bought this topper. I'm going to make her a pen that she won't ever use, but that doesn't stop me from doing what I want. I got her this beautiful little topper for her pen. I'm going to do it in iridescence. That will go on her pen. And then look at the beads. Here are my beads. So this is a package of her beads. They're under 40 bucks. That's pretty good. And I know you could get them at Temu and AliExpress. And I really like the interaction of talking to someone and doing it. It gives me something to do. And I like things to do and people to talk to. Oh, see this beautiful thing? I run with a bunch of very talented people. My friend Penny Johnson, you could look her up. She's an artist. She painted, and I love lions and cats and tigers. She must have made me 50 paintings of cats. But this was my box that she made me. Isn't this beautiful? There's some more glitter in there. You could look her up. She's an artist. She does things, contract work. Not contract work, individual works of art. And then there's my friend Mel, who makes me these beautiful books. And once again, I'll show you how pretty these books. These are for babies. It's like a little journal that you could get for babies that you buy or you have. She dyes all the paper herself. She makes little pockets and little treats and little stuff. And oh, here, let me show you something. See that baby? This is my card. This is my baby that I painted. This is this baby right here. There. Not that you care, but since I'm talking and you can't tell me to shut up unless you want to send it to me in a message, I don't have to. But look how pretty. Wouldn't this be just pretty for a bridal, not a bridal shower, a baby shower gift? A pretty little pen for journaling and a book for your new baby or your new doll if you wanted to do a journal for pictures and things, or a scrapbook, more of a scrapbook for these smaller ones. She does journals as well. But if anyone's interested, let me know. I'll hook you up with her. In the meantime, I'm going to show you some of these beads. Look at all these beads. Oh, I got some big bling. Oh, you can't see. Hold on. No, you can't see. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, that's better. So I'm just going to kind of put them out here like this. Oh, she sent me a little bag of something. What did you send me? Oh, she sent me some little wires and some little... What is that? Wish I could see. I got to get new glasses, too, to go with my new teeth. I'm telling you, getting old a kick. You never know what body part's going to give out next. Take care of your body, kids, because when you get old, you become an old woman. Oh, these are little cute little spacers. How cute are these little cutie pies? You put them in the middle to help the charms spin better. Cute. She got me some string so I could hang it or make something with it. So she gave me that. And then she gave me all these freaking beads. They're just beautiful. Oh, I got a fuzzy. Look at the fuzzy ones. I got fuzzy ones. I got bling ones. I got little 3D ones. So I got this lovely box of beads. Oh, I got a big fluffy flower for our topper. How cute. So they're all at random. Here's a charm that you could spin it with. So I really would recommend anybody who might be looking to have fun with another hobby. Look at these beautiful beads. Can you see them, kids? I hope so. I hope you can see them. Look at this. Sit. And she sent me a bracelet to go with my pen. And these are the beads I got. There's little spacers in it. There's crystals. There's tiny porcelain ones. There's virtually little butterflies and crowns and a bunny. A bunny. I got a bunny for Easter. Can you see him? I don't know if you can see him. Can you see him now? His little head. There you go. So I'm, once again, very pleased with what I got. There's over 200 beads here. So today while I'm watching movies on TV, oh, look at this. It's beautiful. Look at that one. They're all different, which I love because I don't want the pens to look the same. I want them all to have their own personality. So then I line them all up and I set them up and I see what beads I'm going to push out, which ones I'm going to replace them with. So look, there's a little star with little tiny watermelons in it. So cute. So if anybody wants a pen, get in touch with me. Uh-oh, I don't know what to do with this. Does it clip on something? These little balloons have a little clip on the back. I don't know what you... Hold on. Will this fit on one of these? No, I don't know. I don't know exactly where I'm going to put this, but I'll figure it out. Probably something I have to just snap into place. And she gave me little, cute little spacers of like little tiny pearls. You see it? So I got some really fun, fancy beads. I'm going to make pens today. I'm going to put 2 dolls together today. I'm debating on if I'm going to start painting another couple. I have about 25 ready for the shows. I'm hoping that I need more because I sell them all, but you never know. You know, this is a big tip so I can see your face. This is one of those industries that if you don't sell online, which I won't do, I just don't have enough inventory to sell online, so I won't sell online for a while, if ever. I really like just going to the shows and selling one-on-one, where they could actually see them, touch them, hold them, and figure out if they love them or not. I'm just showing you beads as I'm talking. So I have that. I'm gonna, after I finish these 4, I may do 2 more because oh, for God bless America's sakes, off it rolls under the bed. That's not good. I'm back. Sit. I'll decide if I'm going to do some more. I'm going to start on a couple of werewolves for one of the strange shows. I have about 6 of those. Half of them I've started, and I'll finish them up. And finish up a couple elves. I got, like I told you, some little satyrs. They're cute. They're all silicone. I'm going to root them and give them a little bit more fluff. And get ready for my shows. They'll be coming up really quickly, especially if I end up having to get teeth done and a surgery before I start. I got to get a lot done ahead of time because I don't know what kind of shape I'll be in for those 2 weeks while I'm recovering. I probably will be fine. I heal well. I just keep breaking. But healing, I got it. I'm a good healer. Things break. Things are old and worn out, and they break and break and break again. But they're all new things because I don't have double surgeries except for my shoulder. That twice. That's all I know. I'm going to say signing off. I hope you all have a very blessed Easter. I hope you have a wonderful time with your family. Once again, hello to all my family who may be watching, all my friends who may be watching. If you feel you want to, please like and subscribe and hit the little bell so you could find out when I'm going to come on. I'm not doing lives as of yet because I just don't have much of a following on YouTube. So I would just record and send it your way. And if you watch, I'd love to see you. Even if you don't watch, you don't know I'm saying it. So it just doesn't really matter, does it? Have a wonderful day, everybody. From me to you, I'm throwing kisses. To you, you to me. Happy Easter. God bless you all. I'll see you soon. I'll probably come on this week sometime after I put these babies together so you can see how they ended up. If you think of a body that you think might look good on her, let me know. Because the bodies I have, I don't like. And the body she came with is not around. Because I put her on another head of this one that I did. I just kept this head because I love that baby's face. Don't ask me why. I'm telling you, when you hang out with baby dolls and paint them, they all get their own personality. I don't know how that freaking happens. It's all in the painting. It really is, because I have done a Pascal 4 times, and he always looks different. And I love Pascal. Is one of my favorite sculpts. Pascal Rosalie. And this little baby, who I think is Meadow. I'm hoping it's Meadow, because I just ordered another Meadow in hopes that it's this face. Do you guys know if that's Meadow? I hope it is, because I love it. That's all I got, kids. I love you. Signing off. I'll see you soon.